Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolutely special deck. It's one of my favorites. This is the grindiest, most heavy control you will ever see. This is the endgame that crushes your opponent so hard he just scoops and he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Because what we can do with this deck, multiple infinite loops and so much mana is just absolutely insane. With Cosmium Confluence and all the caves, you have so much mana that casting Shigeki on top of using like Farewell every single turn or something crazy like this is not a problem. You can triple ramp during one of the turns, and with Spelunking, all of those lands come untapped, and also you live gain. You have infinite loop with the Skyturtle, and if you want more lands, we also have Titania's command to keep them going and on top of the blockers. If you didn't hit Shigeki, you can just play Silver Scrutiny for some absurd levels of mana. So honestly, and this deck can absolutely lock your opponent out of the game with Endless Detour and Dissipate, and you can also use Endless Detour as a part of Infinite Loop with Shigeki. So it's either this or the Sky Turtle. When you see it, you will get why I'm so excited about this deck. So let's go into games, have fun guys, and enjoy. Definitely Triumph first. I would love to have Spelunking, that would help so much with live game and just fixing all the stuff. And being on the play would also super help, but you cannot have it all. You cannot have it at all. Let's go with this one. Nah, they're kinda the same. They are kinda the same. So I'm not sure if we are dead or alive. We didn't get our early game. Our mana base isn't perfect for the situation. And our opponent is really good at magic because he was on the play, so he just skyrocketed his win rate by like 40%. As you know, the most important part about playing standard is making sure that you are on the play. This is insanely good draw. We just need to draw untapped land. We go for the cave, we try to survive. So this is our second white mana. I think this one is blue. I think we actually won right now. Man, you can see how brittle it is. I think we won. Even though he will scale like crazy, thanks to this 4 life gain, I don't think he can deal so much. Even without this, we wouldn't die. Yeah, and that's kinda it, right? We can just go Sunfall and then Farewell. He missed his spot, and we were lucky enough to draw the correct cards. Alright. We didn't play the land though, so that's something that he definitely enjoys. If we could keep the curve out, we would be absolutely fine. Right now we will have to work for it. Especially with Scarf, so that would mean Endless Detour main phase. Not where we wanna be, to be absolutely honest. I mean, why not? Why not? If we cannot hit our stuff, we'll try like this. Of course, we need to do it right now, while Skrelv has summoning sickness. I read some lore, and it seems that Skrelv was, little smart might, so yeah, not the usual hero legend, but it works. So, is our opponent considering top or bottom? Probably, right? No other decision here. And we actually got a removal out of this, which is wild. We cannot activate the cave yet. We need 3 of them. So it's not a 3/3, but this one is. So it will be hard to attack if he wants to pump the Skrelv. We can always Fateful out. Oh, and this is the when they stop attacking, man. It's bad. It's bad for them. And you know what? I will risk it, because I really need to start playing my lands. And this... So bad at Magic, man. I didn't expect this was possible, but apparently it is. Well, after losing so many turns, Invasion of Arcavios is out of the question. Like, we don't have luxury to waste, like, next 2 turns. And I actually missed all of the lands. I think in 5 draws. So it's still not absolutely over, and I think we still win. But it gives him a huge chance of comeback. Like, theoretically, we might never cast it, you know? And you can already see that the damage starts. Commune with Spirits. Alright, Audacity would be much worse. But yeah, I still think we'll win. But in very unconvincing way because of those draws. Michiko. Okay, so next turn it can hurt. I mean, what can I say, man? I mean, I'm playing my 5 drops because I'm not drawing the 6th land this game. And this makes Michiko pretty bad. Like, he needs creatures in the board. You know what? This is my land now. You are my land. And let's go for Spelunking because we draw a card. There is a chance at some point we'll draw a land in our 26th lander. Man, I had so many games that I got mana screwed lately. It's insane, and 26 lands feels like it's way too little. Literally no way of drawing a land, man. I'm actually getting rid of this one. You know how we get lands? By playing our stuff. Like, this is the only way, man. You could say that we go for triple destroy enchantments? Nah. We go for this one. And you know what? We go for the Cavern Army. Because we deserve this one. Also, we can use the token. And, I mean, show him the business, because why not? This is how I draw my lands, alright? By playing a 5-drop from green. We'll do the same with Titania's command, and this is how we will, you know, develop our mana base. Nearly naturally. Finally, a natural land. Let's go for Titania's command. How many cards? Only 1. So we definitely get the lands. I mean bears. Bears are so cool, and that's a scoop, I believe. I don't think there's any chance he's coming back from this. I will still go for double headquarters. It's not required, but it's pretty fun. And we start attacking. Now we draw with Silver Scrutiny probably, and then we go Shigeki. And this is where the powerhouse starts to, you know, come around. So this is the moment where your opponent, whatever he draws, it's just not enough. Never. We can keep playing Titania's command as well. I probably will. Alright, this is a challenge. I actually can take 2 cards back, right? I have 6 mana, and I will get all the ramp, and it comes untapped because of Spelunking. Bro, I'm not even following what you are doing, alright? You have your cool creature, nobody cares, we are having fun with Shigeki. That's the game plan. You play your boring deck, we will play our super fun deck. And I mean, this is no joke, man. Alright. I don't care about this one even. We play the land. This is definitely not the tap that I would go for. And let's go 1 cave and 1 this. Thank you. This was way hard. Could I kill all the enchantments? Maybe. Maybe that would be the best play. But this is just way too fun, man. Like, look at this stuff. It's so cool. And we are not finished. We are not even finished. And we get more with the counters. So we are going with the counters. And now we go for this and this. Because there are the triumphs can be cycled. And I mean, we are having the time of our life right now. I could attack for 12. Tempting. But not necessary. It's not like he will win this game in the fight. Man, I can draw like half of my library on the next turn. Sure. I might just go for Farewell so he doesn't draw cards from Audacity. Especially if he plays Michiko. Oh boy, like... He really wants this damage, huh? I mean, he's dedicated. I'll give him that. So we can absorb 8 damage, so it's 6 damage to the face. And I think we don't mind it. This way he gets nothing, right? If we kill this with Fateful Absence, he draws 2 cards. And I don't like our opponent having 2 cards. Like, we need to show him the business. That he's not in this game since a very long time. Let's draw 3 cards. They seem to be cool. With all the Discover lands, we never run out of value. So you don't need to be scared about this one. And let's cycle. We will play only 1 land. Cool. I played the land alright. So, creatures, enchantments, and I think that's enough. And as you can see, pretty cool stuff. Let's go for more. Oh boy, I'm not sure if I have enough caves in the deck. Of course I do. Blue. This one goes on white. And this one on red. There is a reason. There is a reason. And we hold up the counter spells. This is where this deck shines. You can see that there's literally 0 ways our opponent can come back in the game. And we will draw a turtle, right? The turtle should be somewhere here. We didn't use it yet. You know what? You know what is fun? Getting your cards back. Oh boy, this Shigeki will be absolutely brutal. I can draw 1 card, but it will be a very good card. I mean, my friend, your go. Your absolute go. We don't draw cards. I don't even want to count how much mana I have. Man, it's like 8, 12, 16, plus 6, 23 mana. That's insanity. And this is, man, they don't even want to see this Shigeki. We would get like 9 cards from our graveyard and we would have full hand with best cards we have played, including Farewell and counter spells. Alright guys, nothing really happened. We are on the draw as always and our opponent played a bat, so that's pretty much covers it. We will go with Shigeki on this turn. Because our opponent did... Oh, sorry, full control. Our opponent didn't super care about Shigeki, so I assume he has removal. But we still need to keep playing stuff. On the draw, I mean, no decisions are good. Like, you can just try to recover over the time, but it's never, you know, like you are feeling good about what's going on. Let's go with this one, right? That lets us take them, use the March and kill the bat, potentially. And March is also great against Foundry, but I don't think he has enough pressure, you know, to make it matter. And we have Emperors. We can also live gain 4, so that gives us a lot of time. That's a weird choice. What is the game? Like, he knows about the Emperor, man. So I guess he just wants to force it. We could exile it, but he has to attack with this. So I'm kinda fine. Okay, this is a nice draw overall. You know, we cannot use all the potential here, but we can use quite a lot. We use the cave because then we live game. And we can take 1 hit. Man, is there a chance that we actually force him to lose with Dark Fiend? You could forget that this card has an actual drawback. It usually doesn't come into play. Alright, 17. I mean, I can just kill it, right? Every turn. Not sure, man. Actually not sure. This could be a live game, so let's go like this. I mean, all of them come into battlefield untapped, right? But I probably want to go with the Emperor. Enchantment. Man, this is so tempting. This has Death Touch, so something we need to be careful about. I think it's just Emperor. And now the question, do we exile this? Like, he needs to attack anyway, so let's go for it. Of course he knows about the Emperor. He doesn't know about the second one though. How do you exactly work? Remove. Then if it has nothing. Alright, so this attack, go to 1. So he has 2 attacks, 12 damage. Well, that's a lot. But it's not 17 at the same time. Yeah, so I think he's really trying to go all in. Can I kill him with his own stuff? The Cardo was very painful, of course. But I mean, this one Emperor can solve both of the problems at the same time, right? Let's try. He might use a removal. But I can always just go for the Arcfiend if I decide that, you know, it's problematic, and it's still a card that he needs to have and he needs to use. And this can be triple Maw, right? So we can have a very nice board. Easy. Bro, have you ever considered not having everything? Well, our opponent definitely didn't. 1 card. I think we still win, but that's kind of insane. Let's go for this. Let's exile it. Because our opponent is good at drawing cards, we kinda have to change the strategy a bit. Alright, and well, we definitely don't tap like this. Right, this is the mana. And we go... Oh, I forgot about this one, to be honest. But we'll just go with this mode. And I think I know which one I will get. Also, there are plenty of extremely good draws for us. If not, we can just use Discover. 1, 2, and honestly, I think we'll go with a whatever. Just so we can have the cave, right? That also means we can go for the Emperor, we can go for the mouse. So this card actually can create you 9/9 in stats. In, you know, some weird ways. Maybe I should go for the Citadel because it gives 2 mana. But then I get less value, so I'm still not sure. So I can either go Emperor and life gain. We're at 7, so it's not too low. Death Touch is a problem. Death Touch definitely is a problem. A Geeks, uncounterable, cause why not? I mean, man, Cavernous Maw is insane reprint. Like, negating the whole part of the whole strategy by single land is insane. So, let's go like this. We'll definitely try to kill it with the Emperor. He knows it, of course, but we still need to do it. And Emperor will have
I'm not overconfident.
Still some loyalty, so that might be helpful. With Citadel it will be easier to go for the Discover, so our value is a bit higher than you might think. Well, definitely not with this draw. Let's go for this, and I think we'll go for blue. Might be needed later. Alright, so this can be easily blocked. So we need what? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 mana. We can cycle the headquarters. So that means we can just plus. It also makes very hard attacks for our opponent. Because he also doesn't want to donate geeks for free. I could try to be aggressive, but 9 to 19, probably not the best idea. Well, enjoy, my friend. You absolutely overstate my draws. Well, 2 mana 1/1 coming in. Still, this can draw cards, so it's not fully, you know, like whatever, but I think we should be able to draw something. And he cannot really attack into us. Man, this Confluence was a huge card. It gave us so much value during the game. Even though it's a ramp spell, like, you get so much out of it. Art Devil. We need a honk for this game, because man, it's not going easy. Probably like one Silver Scrutiny will set up for the rest of the game. But we still need to draw it, and we only have 3. Alright, I cannot discover it at instant speed, of course, so unfortunately we cannot go like this. And here we don't have, well, more lands. Alright then. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. I can take 3 cards with this. We go for green. Well, this is huge. Do I go with it? So I get March, Cosmium Confluence, and the Headquarters, so I can cycle the card, exile one of the creature. I think it's good enough. And for this reason we will go with the Emperor, because it will make attacking even harder. If they attack with the Bat, which probably is the case, then we kill the Bat. So he still will trade nicely. Easy. Alright. Man, those caves are keeping him in check fully. And he needs to declare attack. Yeah, I think we won. This land, like, he needs to keep drawing top decks after top decks, because our value is higher. The only reason we struggle is that our opponent changed the value from start to finish every single turn in really efficient manner. And now I think he stopped. Also, he needs to deal combat damage to a player, right? So if he goes for the Emperor, he loses the card. Well, that's... Alright. Bro? Have you tried reading your cards? He has no creatures, but at least the counters, right? I'm not sure what he didn't, like, mark anything. He cannot attack with anything except the Bat. Alright, so we want 1, 2, 3. If we go like this, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. We still have the mana for the Bat. That could save the Emperor. And I think it's worth it after all. Is it? Or maybe we just kill Geeks. Yeah, I guess killing Geeks is good enough. We don't need the Planeswalker at this point. Like one lifelink, like our opponent sees that he has no chance. So we are drawing 3 cards with this, and then we can start using all these discovers. So even if we draw nothing, we still have quite a lot of value. Alright, we have the Citadel. We probably want to save one of the caves for the Spelunking. But I think we still open with the Citadel. Man, what mana will I need? Is that second white? Oh man, this is too hard. I will open with the Courtyard just because I'm scared to name the color. Because we might need double blue, but we might need also other things. Alright, so this... Okay, so now I know. So this will be white. Because we need to enable the farewells, and we have double blue from this. We don't get the live game, but so far maybe we won't need it. Oh, it's Zultai. Wow. This will be one of the decks that have one play, and they hope to win the whole game with it. I don't think I will be quick enough, right? Because Titania's command destroys the whole deck. But we need to keep drawing lands. Yeah, like if we had perfect draw with lands, I think we maybe could do it in time, but probably not right now. They don't have reanimation target, and then they don't have Screaming Emergence. They probably have it in the hand. Boseiju? Absolutely. Thank you, man. You are absolutely amazing. I will take my Triumph. Man, if I drew a land, I would win because of his ramp. But unfortunately, I'm not as good at Magic. Return card. If we go Spelunking, we draw extra card. If we go Invasion of Arcavios, I mean, I'm not sure what we are taking, but definitely something should work, right? We might not hit a land though. I'm going with it. We should draw land naturally. And I will get my sideboard because there's bound to be something good, right? I think it's Vanish into Eternity. Like it's 3 mana and it might exile a lot of stuff if they get the Geeks Command or something. What did they cast? Gaze? Alright, so they kinda saved 1 point of mana and that's it. Not super sure about Invasion, but it's so much more mana efficient that I just didn't want to go for this, you know? And Vanish into Eternity is something that might kill whatever he gets. I thought that he will get the Virtue or Cruelty, and I thought that he has Screaming Emergence in the hand, and he does. He exactly does. Also, 1 land at any point wins us the game because we exile everything with Farewell, and he cannot hit it. So it's a turtle. And our opponent, just by seeing our hand, already scooped, even though he actually managed to reanimate in time. But yeah, he needs 2 turns to get the stuff, and you can see how brittle this deck is. Even seeing Farewell and Titania's Command, and we even didn't hit them. Like, we could cast it on the last turn, but we just didn't get the curve. Alright, let's check it out on the draw. On the draw. I'll take it, but I will probably lose, right? Mountain? Mountain go Mythic? No. No mountains. Good. Good, good, good. And let's start with this one, right? And this will be green probably. Alright, so this will be the artifact deck. Spyglass. Oh, I'm not sure how much time we have. Man, on the draw we are so far behind. Let's go for green. Yeah, not sure if blue is better or green in this situation. We need green on turn 5, but also on turn 3 for the detour, so I think it's a little bit better. But in the end it shouldn't matter, it's just about playing Sunfall. So we will see, are we good enough to play Sunfall before dying? Well, I think it is possible. Let's go for blue. And let's make some creatures. This can be unblockable. And he will have 4 mana, so he can go for 5-6 damage that is unblockable, but we're at 20. He also might play counter spells, so we need to be wary. But it's not like we will, play anything different. It's just, then we take it. Good call, good call. And here comes the boat. The boat will be extremely annoying. It's slow, but it's still good enough. And he's guaranteed to pump this way. I mean, I can just double trade. But it seems better this way, right? I mean, I could double... Oh, right. Can be blocked. Alright, that's fine. I thought he didn't activate it. Alright, so what do we do here? We go for Maw. And the Detour, right? That's what we have to do. And we need to try to survive this turn. It is a problem for a future Sloth. I think it really slows him down. Right now he can instantly explore with it, so he would miss 1 damage, but he would get him up to... See? He doesn't even want it. Because it's just way too slow, and that's perfect. Moment before the Sunfall turn, you love to see it. Absolutely perfect, because I don't think he realizes what the situation is. And the Vinestalk won't kill us yet. Alright, is that too late? Of course, on the draw, yeah, if we're on the play, this would be so much easier, we would be at 15. But when you are on the draw, I mean, everything is so much harder. Alright, 4-5. Not exactly 5-6. Well, this is a 5-6. And they don't want it. Alright. I mean, I still need mana to activate it, right? I can go with the token and then go Silver Scrutiny for 2, which probably is what I have to do. This doesn't really have a target. I guess I could go for one of the Maw. Okay, can it power itself? No. Okay, because there are 2 lands. I'm trying to think how I can do it, but it's only land sources, so I cannot activate the token in any way. That means I need to pass the turn, unfortunately. And I really hope that he whiffs for a single turn this game. He owes us for being on the play. Just a single turn when you don't draw a bomb. That's not a bomb. Is that a pass? Because this will give us extra turn. Alright. I mean, I'm going for it. And we'll tap mana a bit differently. I don't see priority. Did he forget? It definitely feels like it so far. Well, sometimes even being on the play doesn't help, it seems. And before he draws, we'll try to draw those 2 cards. 2 should be enough, especially with Shigeki. If we can hit Spelunking, that would be easier, because this kinda recoups 3 mana costs. Well, well then. Let's go. We actually need to think about the tap. Let's go green, white, white. And this will be our creature, right? Because it's colorless, so I think it's best. And we use one of the triggers. No enchantments, no enchantments. I mean, it could be a huge creature. Alright, I convinced myself. We still ramp, but we make one of the caves super cool. Okay, nothing that I care about, so we go for another one. Man, pretty decent. Pretty decent. And now the Vinestalk is not good enough. He can target our creature, but then the other one will, you know, kill it. That's insanely good draw. Man, really good at magic, what can I say? However, we can just exile creatures, so we probably won't... Like, we don't have anything to charm block, so we still win, I think. Right? When this leaves the battlefield, we get it back. They can use a Tawara, but it's way too slow. Looking good so far. It's not great that we lose a blocker. But there's no... Oh, but we get another one, so it's fine. So definitely creatures. And graveyard stay. And this is our cool creature. We could go for Shigeki, but that doesn't seem like a great idea. I guess they can still attack, right? But they cannot kill us. Man, he just keeps drawing those from the freaking top. Oh boy, really good for our opponent. I will take the mana. And we need to kill another one, and I'm not sure if we can right now. I think we just go with Shigeki. Okay, this is a really nice draw. It's worth 1. So if I go like this, I need to burn the creature, which is not perfect. So we will just go with the Emperor. Alright. Definitely going hard because he's drawing every turn, something that answers whatever we play, but it stops at some point. And I think this will be the point. We can also use Shigeki, but then we probably lose the creature. We need to pay the word, unfortunately. So he needs to draw the third one right now. And I'm not sure if he can. Man, this game would be so insanely easy if we're on the play. And we still will win this, I think. Let's go with some caves. Let's go for cave and more creatures, because they're fun. I mean, that's an army. That's an army. Haste. Let's go for this one, maybe. So this is quite a lot of damage, and we want to make sure that we go for like what, 2-turn Lethal. We can go with this, right? So let's go to combat. 10 damage should be enough, I think. And then we go 14 plus 9. Yeah, like we could even try to go for Lethal on the next turn. Those are... oh, it's 5-5, right? Sure. They actually could activate it. No, it's more expensive. I don't want to click it, so I need to remember. Still a little bit of damage. And we can replay it, so that's pretty cool. And I don't think we need Shigeki here. We just can go for the Lethal. They cannot kill us, they don't have good draws, and finally they drew something that is, you know, on average in their deck. It's still useful, but way below other things. And that will be very close to winning the game already. So this will be... yeah, let's go for it. Those were not perfect taps. Alright, I forgot it has to be a cave. Yeah, it is nice. I fully agree, my friend. And let's put them here. Have you seen this kind of army? And this is 10, 17 damage. Even my voice is just absolutely surprised with this one. So we attack for 10, I think. No, one less, because then we can cast the Emperor. We have double white. So we just go with the huge one. And we postpone the Lethal by 1 turn. Also, if he wants to attack, that opens the Emperor, so I don't think he has any way of coming back from this. Sure. Like, we have very good answers, whatever he does. Counterspell would be a good start, but I think we can go around Counterspell as well. Like, we have 2 threats, and not even Lethal on board. That should be Explosion, right? There's no options. He can use the Vinestalk and try to go from there. Well, we need to talk about this one, my friend. It's a great idea, but it might fizzle. Alright then. Man, even on the play, we like they couldn't close it in time. And the caves definitely did the work. Alright guys, as every day, I will try to keep it short and then probably ramble forever. But to be fair, like, this is the Shigeki deck that I know not only I love. This is infinite loops on top of infinite loops and so much ramp that you have time to use those infinite loops. If you played Shigeki, you know that the big problem with this kind of value, deck and engine is that it's so mana intensive. Like, you need 6-8 mana a turn just to keep the loop going and get like 2 extra cards. And for this reason you want as much mana as possible, because you need to defend yourself while also trying to keep the loop to get card advantage that over multiple turns gets you ahead. And with Cosmium Confluence and Spelunking, it's so much easier, man. Especially that when you can refill with Silver Scrutiny. We actually don't play Deluge, because for this deck I think this one is better. You can just keep playing lands every turn turn. You really want to keep playing lands, and Spelunking means that you can, like, if you draw 4 cards, very often you just play a land, play Spelunking, and play another land. That's 3 cards out of your hand, and you go back to 7 at the end step, and you have so much more on the next turn. With the Skyturtle, you can keep the loop going. Endless Detour is a little bit worse loop. However, don't forget, this is something that hits Atraxa, because this doesn't counter a spell. It just puts the non-land permanent or spell on top of the library or at the bottom. So you can absolutely just completely lock your opponent out of the game, and if he keeps playing stuff like Atraxa and you already have enough mana to keep the combo going, like, they actually cannot resolve Atraxa during rest of the game. And that's insane. This is one of the ideas for the deck. We also have a normal counter spell, because if you have the situation where you have luxury of getting a 1 counter spell on top of the, I survived the turn cards, you might get so ahead with this one. The sideboard is of course something that you can change, however I think it kinda covers it. Don't forget, you can also check your own library or graveyard, so if there's a card like Titania's Command or a counter spell that you really want to get with Invasion of Arcavios, you can get it. It's not only sideboard. So I'm pretty happy with the deck. I honestly think this is the kind of gameplay that Control players really enjoy. Like, for me, playing this kind of stuff is exactly what I like the most about Magic. So yeah, if you are like me, you will probably like it. However, you might ask how it fares against Mono Red on the play. I mean, the same as every other deck in Standard, it struggles. You probably want to be on the play. This deck definitely wants to be on the play, especially with all the ramp, and you definitely need Spelunking to hit a cave, so don't waste the caves. They're really important. This 4 life gain is make or break the game. Very often that's what keeps you and the Sunfall. You also need to hit the Sunfall as always, so you have the survival package as always, but you have so much more interesting late game. So I honestly think you could even try to battle Atraxa in case of value, which is wild, man. So and don't forget, you can always use the lance for discovering. So even if you don't want to use the card, you can always get it into hand, and that means Caves is effectively a card. So Cosmium Confluence is basically draw 3. It's just more mana. Alright, Sloth. Time to wrap it up because it's been too long. So guys, basically the deck is pretty fun and pretty cool. I liked it. And if you enjoy Shigeki, this is the most Shigeki fun you will have in a while. You just need to survive early game. So I mean, that's kinda it. Just want to thank you for all the support, and you make this channel so much more fun. So thank you for that. Every deck that I'm sharing is so much better when I know that you guys will enjoy it. So really thank you for that. It makes huge difference, more than you think. And if you want to see more videos that are hopefully as cool as this one, check out the other videos. We have those daily. And yeah, that's it, and see you guys tomorrow.